Right, YouTube, how's it going? And we are back. Today we got deadlifts and we got a back workout. So I'm heading to the gym right now. And for deadlift, I'll probably be working up to probably 565 for reps as my top set. I did hit a PR last week, which is 615 pounds. And now I am continue on training because I do want to hit a higher PR. I do want to achieve a for sure. I would like to my next PR be 635 or then 655. Um, Again, that's gonna take some work. So for now, yeah. So I'm just gonna get to the gym, see how I feel, and we'll go from there. Usually I'll say this is the plan, I'll get to the gym, and then maybe my plan changes, but we will see. But yeah, so I'm gonna head there right now, and I guess I'll see you guys at the gym. Trying something different. Instead of me commenting and speaking in the video, I recorded everything, and then I'm just gonna comment on my workout right now. And also in the gym, they play music, and also you can't really hear me. And at the same time, what I've noticed is it's so loud that if I were to speak, sometimes it's hard to hear myself. And I just thought this way, try something new and see if it works and see if you guys enjoy it this way. But anyways, let's start this video and kind of walk you through of what I did. All right. So as you can see here, I'm just starting to warm up. 135 pounds, one plate, and yeah, usually when I warm up, I do all the time make sure I do at least 2 to 3 reps per set, and with really proper technique. And here I am, and I don't really wear the belt until it gets really heavy. And to me, when I get up to 5 plates, then I would wear the belt. And yeah, now I'm just, let's see how this, yep. Usually I wear the hoodie before every set, just to kind of block off any distraction around me. That's usually what I do, and it works for me. So, all right. Yep, that looks solid. Right there, like my footing, I would start it with being straight, and then I would just kind of tilt outwards, right? And then that's what I would start with first, right? And then I would breathe in, hold, take the slack out of the bar, and then bring it closer to me to engage my lats. And then I pull with using force from my feet. It's like doing a leg press, right? Now we are moving on to 2 plates, 225 pounds. Usually I would know if it's going to be a good workout for deadlifts when I work up to 5 plates. So if 5 plates moves up very quickly and it feels very easy, then I know it's going to be a good day. All right, 225. And I've said this multiple times. When I see my workouts after, I kind of really critique my form. I can tell if the bar gets pushed a little bit forward when I bend my knees, or if I've engaged my lats or not. It's a great way to really, go back and look at your stuff. It kind of gives you great insight. Yeah, boom, solid. Yep. Okay, it's not bad. Now we are moving on to 3 plates, and it's going to be 315 pounds. Like today when I went into the gym, I was exhausted. I was just tired. This is why it's crazy. Even though I was tired, I still pulled pretty good numbers. Even last week when I pulled 615, I was exhausted. Just forget it. I was done. But then, when I start warming up, getting in my mindset on the lift, then it's like, my mind switches on, and like me being fatigued or tired kind of goes away, because I know that I'm trying to, make use of my workout. I don't want to come here and waste my time, right? And because I don't take pre-workout, no supplements, nothing to give me that extra boost, kind of wake up, I gotta rely on my mindset. And now I'm stealing everybody's plates. This gym, like, they're short on 45s. They are. They should buy more. I don't know why they're short on 45s. The red plates, and they have this rule where you're not allowed to use another 45-pound plate on this platform. I'm like, strange. Now we got 315 on the bar, and let's see how this goes. Yeah, I only chalk up when I'm getting to my top set. The chalk that I got is not cheap. It's pretty expensive. So don't want to waste it. Only where it counts, where I'm trying to really, lift numbers that I don't usually lift, like something like a PR, or if I do a particular weight with many reps, then it's worth it, right? All right, focusing on my technique, my footing, making sure my back, my lats are engaged. Yeah, like usually, people assume it's like, oh, he just picks up the bar, but no, a lot of thinking goes into this. Always making sure your breathing is right, everything is engaged before you make the lift, and trying to make it safely too. All right, not bad. That looked pretty easy. Now we're moving on to 4 plates, and we will see how 4 plates move. And remember, like, obviously I'm not filming the parts where I'm taking rest between sets. Like usually up until 4:05, I would take between 5 to 6 minutes. And then afterwards, when it hits like after 5 plates, right? When I get to five, I mean, it took 8 minutes. And then when I got to 565, I actually took 10 minutes because I wanted to make sure that I've rested well enough so I can make it count and really be fully energized and ready for that 565 because it's gonna be a heavy weight, right? I don't want to be still kind of tired from my last set. All right, let's see 405. Make it fly. Oh yeah, it's just easy. Yeah. Yeah, here I did I think 2 reps. Yeah, just to also get myself warm and ready, and also at the same time don't want to use up too much energy because I want to use that energy for my top set, right? Now we're putting on 5 plates, and let's see how fast 5 plates move, and then we kind of get an idea of how well the day is gonna go in terms of if to my top set, if it's gonna be a good day or not. Because if 5 plates feels like heavy, it's like I already know it's not gonna be that great of a day. And yeah, I mean, if you're ever wondering if, hey, do you warm up? Like, do you stretch? I don't really stretch. I just come in and start warming up with, obviously with 1 plate, and then work my way up. That's how I warm up, and I've done this ever since I've started deadlifts, and it has worked for me. All right, we're here, 495. A little bit of a better angle here. You can see the whole thing. And now I put the belt on because after 5 plates and more, I don't want to tweak anything or feel like putting a lot of strain on my lower back. I just don't. Even though if your lower back is strong, I just don't want to risk it. People say your back is strong. Why would you risk it? I mean, if your back is strong, why won't you just, not wear a belt? But that's the point. I mean, you can be very, very strong, on your lower back because you've been deadlifting for so many years where your back is just solid. But you never know. Sometimes you may have moved something around the house and pulled something. You don't even know, right? Anything can happen. Your body can be unpredictable, I wear a belt just to be safe so that I can come back next week and still deadlift. I don't want to risk it for what? Just to prove to what? To anybody that, hey, I can do 5 plates without a belt? Who cares what people think? You want to go in, do great numbers, and be safe. Safe, I cannot stress that enough. All right, breathe in, breathe out before I stand up. Let's see it. Make it look easy. Make it look light. And pull. Not bad. It was okay. Oh yeah. Now I'm moving on to my top set. So we're gonna do 565 now. And I'm gonna do 2 sets of 565. So the first one now, we're gonna put the weight on. So we got 5 plates on each side. Right now we're gonna put a 25 on each side and then a 10 on each side. So 35 pounds on each side, which will make it 565. Yep. It's nice to kind of be able to, you know, see yourself lift weights and kind of critique yourself, because there's always room for improvement. No matter how good people say your technique looks, oh, your technique looks flawless. It may look flawless, right? But then there's always maybe somebody with more experience can look at this and say, hey, there's something else you can change that would perfect your technique, right? So, because sometimes they might see something that you don't. Top set number 1, 565 pounds. Let's see how many reps I do with this. All right. Let's go. Here at this point, I know 565 is very close to my PR, which is 615. I know that here I'm gonna really have to lock in mentally. And what I do right there in that time, that set, I really had to think of something that would really upset me, really anger me, and whatever it may be. Everybody has their own something that would upset them. And when I was thinking about it before I started pulling this weight, because I knew I wasn't gonna do it once, right? I wanted a few reps here, and for me, I don't like bouncing the weight. Oh, do one and then bounce it again, and using momentum to kind of get the second, third, fourth, fifth rep. I don't do that. I like to drop the weight, reset, right? Fix my technique so it's proper, and then I'll pull again. If it goes up, it goes up. It doesn't go up, oh well. All right, let's see it. Come on. Breathe in, brace, hold. Take the slack out of the bar. Engage your lats. And then push with your feet. Yes. Boom. That's one. All right. Let's see. Going for a second one. Here I had to catch my breath. And then I'm just gonna... Right there. Yeah. Nice. 2. I've done 2 reps with this weight before, but here I was going for a third. This is where it's a PR for me, doing this kind of weight for 3 reps. So, here we go. Comment below, you guys think I got it? Oh, yes. Yeah, it was great. It was a great accomplishment today. It was a win for sure, because I was like, I wanted to get at least 3 reps with this weight, and I did. And it was a great feeling. Obviously, after that, I took a 15-minute rest break. Like, I was defeated. Like, it was crazy doing 3 reps with that weight. So I needed a rest. Here we're going to my top set number 2, but the same weight, and I did not think I was gonna even maybe get only 1. After the last set, it drained me. Like I had no energy. My body was like just drained and defeated, and it just felt like my body was broken at that point. Because 565, doing it 3 times, and literally not using momentum and bouncing the weight. You have to drop the weight, reset again, and do it as if like you're doing it the first time, yeah, it takes a lot out of you. And then, when you wear a belt, it kind of sometimes restricts your breathing, right? Because you're so tight on you. But yeah, putting the straps on, let's see how many reps I do here. Yeah, I got to get into that mindset again because it's going to be a hard pull, man. While I was setting up my feet right there, I was just like, man, I got to really, really, really push myself because at this point, I'm drained. Yeah, I did one, felt okay. I'm going for a second one, and boom. Yeah, that was great. that was Today was something else. I really, really was surprised with my performance today. I was exhausted. I was tired, and I still came in and I still got this done. So if you guys out there feel tired, don't feel like going to the gym, well, that was me today, and I still got it done. So yeah, never count yourself out. Sometimes you'll surprise yourself, and I did today. But anyways, I hope you found that enjoying or entertaining or insightful. But yeah, that was great to see. When you're in the moment, you're just focused on the lift. But then after you come home and you're relaxing and taking it easy, and you rewatch this, it's like, wow, I did that, and I was like so tired today, and yeah, kind of puts you in a good mood. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, and thanks for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. And if you can like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell me what you thought of this. Share it with anyone if you would. And I guess I'll see you tomorrow, because tomorrow is squats and leg day. And yeah, the work continues. So, all right. Have yourself a great day or have yourself a great night. And take care.